All right. Hey guys. Lovely day. Always fun when we just find out the tournament coming up. And that is what brings us here today. Going to be doing a little bit of some Tour 4, Tour 9 in practice for the Vegas tournament. We definitely want to get in some practice on these new holes. So far, the ones I've seen I've liked. There's a tricky little par 3, which is always fun. Sorry, Brian, give me 2 seconds. I want to make sure we got the right clubs in for what I'm going for here. I am bringing the Rocket for some trial shots. And I'm going to bring the Guardian. We'll be playing from the first tee, so it's not in the friendlies here with our friend Brian. Hopefully I can add the picture I'm looking for here. Get everything running here so we don't have to do any weird pausing later. Sorry, Brian. He was waiting. He was anxious, ready to play. Be right there, bud. I will be right there. Okay, we got that guy. We need to add in the Guardian. I am playing with a Guardian 7. I don't know if I made that. Hope I did. Good. I did. That's what we need. All right. And just make sure the chat is up and running. We are good. All right, Brian. I apologize for the wait, but let's get going. Well, you're going to hold that. Let's see what they got in store for us. Should do the job here. This is one of the new ones. This is one we will see there. We will see this in the upcoming tournament. Love this hole so far. There's a very high eagle percentage here. I hit 2 of 3 this morning, and that's brand new seeing the hole. So you will see a lot of them in this tournament. You know, wind vary depending, but rookie pro, absolutely for sure we'll see some. You don't need to overpower that shot, Brian, if you're using a regular driver. I am using the rocket, which is the reason I had to do that. I hope you're tuned in and not just playing me. I'll help you out a little bit if you can hear my advice while we play. I don't know what kind of delay you're looking at, but go right around that mark. Like I said, it's going to be very makeable in the lower tours, you know. It's going to be darn close, if not in the hole, every time. Oh, he's got the rock. Okay, so you don't overpower this, Brian, if you can hear me. The tailwind will give you all the extra distance you need. Should be aiming a little more right here. The wind blowing left. You want to hit pretty much the center of that fairway. As close to the front as you can. Well, at least it's not another water hazard. So the reason I'm playing with the rocket, oh man, I kind of want to. Nice, that was a good way to do it. Oh, they'll keep them all, I'm pretty sure. And welcome, by the way. Giving Ryan a chance to draw me so we can go to a shootout. All right, Brian. This one's on you, buddy. I'm making this one, so you got to make yours. Yeah, and I really like all the new ones I've played so far, Skip. I think I've played 3 of them. I haven't had a chance to play the new revamp 5B. I am very excited. It is now actually, just looking at it on the map, I feel like you should be able to eagle this hole now. It's still going to be tough. It's still a long par 5, but the way they've done it allows us to use our drive and actually, we'll be playing that hop almost every time now, going for the second fairway. Oh, I'm very curious to see what balls they give us. I have a feeling we're going to see something like the pot of gold ball, something akin to that. They've given us a lot of power 4, win 5. Let's give you. Stick with Katana. Let me get in a couple with Ryan in a row. Skip. And then I'll play you a few in a row instead of bouncing in one match. This is still only actually the second hole we've played, so. Have you gotten an opportunity to play the new? It'll be hole. I can't remember what it is. It's a par three, but it's the terrace style with the the two fairways and then the green. All right, so let's. Oh, we got the guardian up. Perfect. All right. Just a touch under 3 rings here. Guardian at max. Ah, never like a great shot. Little hot, anyways. Would have had to been dead center of the cup to sink. Still fairly unfamiliar with the Guardian. I really don't use it very often. It's starting to get to the point where I really should maybe start using it more. Because now the accuracy's real nice. That backspin's just awesome. It's actually at least got a little bit of top spin now. I just really like the sniper. I've been partial to it ever since it hit like level 6 or 7. Too much curl. Hey Brian, if you are paying attention to the screen, give me a sticking out tongue smiley face. Not sure he's listening. Hopefully he'll at least go back and rewatch this. I'm trying to help out coach his shots a little bit. A little tricky with the new holes because I haven't dialed them in or anything by any means myself, so. Good putt. Let's see what the shootout's got in store. I like what they did here. It's subtle, but they made this hole just that much more interesting. Oh, I wish I could just do this automatically. I got to curl it a little bit because I couldn't get my spot, so I'm going to try to curl it to compensate. Not with great. That's ugly. Something about it. I think they just removed the light and just slightly tweaked the undulations in the fairway, and it seems a little more compressed. Not 100% sure. I'd love to see a screenshot of now and before and after, and actually get a comparison. But it seems like that bunker's not as big as it used to be. This is a hole that needed to get changed just because it's so old. And it's in one of those tours you play a lot. Tour 4 is that spot you get stuck. And then Tour 9 is another spot players get stuck for a very, very long time. So you see this hole quite a bit. Just wanted to see where my pin chests are. Let me get one more in with Ryan. And then I'll play a couple with you, Skip, if you're still down. Oh, he's coming in. Well, if you want to hop in, Skip, send me a challenge. So we're still only about 15 minutes in here. So I could do about another 15 minutes of Tour 4, and then I want to get in about a half hour of Tour 9, at least. I'm definitely more interested in doing Tour 9 for the most part. I don't think I'm going to be doing Rookie this tournament. I think I'm going to do Pro, Expert. So I don't want to get too much practice in from the first tees. However, I'd like to help out people that need it. Oh, you're not on? Well, all right. Switch my club. Preferred driver. I'm going to leave in the Guardian. This is kind of nice because it revamps me wanting to play Tour 9 a little bit. I was getting very sick of this course. Nice. All right. So I have to say the right looks like the way to go here. This is quite interesting. We don't want too much topspin. Go a little extra because I'm going to curl. Got my grade that I was looking for. I hope it's not too much, but I want the extra curl. Still not enough. Gonna either have to move it over or go with good instead of great. This is why we practice these holes. We want to learn these things before qualifying round even starts. We want to at least know the way to go. My thought here with going right, Rock's a tough club to use for main play. It's good for certain tournament holes, but it really isn't the right club for just playing random. Tour 4, I would say it's probably okay because you're playing from the front tee. Ouch. Well, let's set ourselves up. Ooh, way early. Yeah, this is not an area you want to mess up on. There's not really a good spot to go to save yourself. I could have gone to that middle fairway, but I like this approach shot better. I could have maybe gone to that middle fairway. I don't even know for sure. Oh, I should have been able to. But it would have been just chipping it a couple yards. I hope we get this hole a couple more times. I think they may have listened to their people. I've played maybe 10 games today or something like that, and like 7 out of 10 have been the new holes, which is awesome. That's how it should be. When they introduce some new holes, they should be very heavy in the playlist. All right, we're about Nirvana mid here. We're gonna actually pull it up because we want to have a shot at making this. So about 1.5 rings. Gosh. Hopefully he misses this. Just just because I want to get shootout holes. It's the only way we get to practice the par threes, so I can deal with a loss if that happens. That's not a big deal. All right. So this is literally just line it up in front of you and give it the top spin it needs to get to the hole. Careful not to overdo it. The ball guide on the rapier doesn't show the full length of where this is going. Par 5? Oh, this is a 4. That's interesting. This should be a pretty doable eagle hole if you can get this drive down. Depending what winds they give us. Thank you. Nice, I haven't seen this one yet either. Oh, no, yes, I did. I did once. It's tricky just because the cup is so close to the front of the green. That's where the trick comes here, but I'm sure there's a spot on the green that if you hit it, it'll roll back or down or, to the side. So it's going to take a little playing, kind of find the grooves on this green. Oh, yeah, it's really bumpy. Yeah, it looks like you want to come just a touch. We're going to come like right there. So I'm hoping that will roll down. There's a little hill back there, so I'm hoping it'll take that. This is going to be our Guardian at min, which is going to be just over 3 rings. We're going to have to underpower just a touch here. Decent shot. See if he's up for a rematch. I have a, I have a feeling there, if you have a high level sniper, that's going to be the better club. But it's got to be a 9 or 10. Otherwise, you're probably going to want that Guardian there. Depending with whatever long iron you're playing with, that could also potentially be a decent club to use there. Bounce from that very first middle fairway. Maybe play the rough bump on the bounce. Something like that. I have to start that guy. So that might be good, qualifying round maybe. If you like your sniper more than your Guardian, typically, maybe bring the sniper for your qualifying round. Try it out, see how it does. If you felt kind of iffy about it, try the Guardian the next round. So we're just going to bring a navigator, cut this wind down. Let's see if I can hit this shot. Beautiful. A little too far. You actually really want to be directly between those trees when you take this shot. Um, reason being, the reason this way is nice is you don't have to deal with that odd bounce that you get if you go up to the left, which is the normal way. If you play it often, you'll know what I'm talking about. How there's just that one spot where you'll have to curl it in to get it to go the direction you want, or use side spin. There's just no way around it. You can't aim it. As you move it over, the ball guide just keeps at the same spot. Going this direction is an attempt to avoid that, although I put myself in a bad spot for that, so. Doesn't mean we can't get there. Close. I like that they redid a lot of the trees and stuff. I hope they keep that going at least. They look better. It's a subtle difference, but it does look better. See what shootout hole we get. Do you only play the Milano in rookie? Or in, well, this is tour 9 anyways, so. Just been getting really lucky drawing the Milano. Normally I hate drawing the Milano, but since there's a bunch of new holes, I'm happy to do it. This is the one I was talking about. This is a tough little ditty. We're going to go right to max. See if we can get where we want with max. Should be good. We're looking at just about 6 rings here. Oh, that's unfortunate. I didn't count for the downhill on that second. That second fairway is lower than this first fairway. Every time I've attempted this hole previously, I had different club sets and I was doing from the first tee. So I was playing it this morning on my third account. So I had to go about it a totally different way. I was bouncing from the very first fairway, second bounce in the middle fairway, third bounce is on the green. It's very tricky to get that down right because of the drop in elevation. It's tricky. I like this hole. I have to say I'm also very curious if there is a awesome play you can do off of those little outbursts that reach forward from the end of the boomerang or the saddle, whatever you want to call it. Because they look like they slope up a little bit in the back. So I'm wondering if there's a way you can lots of backspin off of that and come down into the hole. That's why it kind of stinks that you can't just go practice these things, because I'm sure there's a lot of cool ways to play these holes. And until you get the opportunity to practice it, just in tour play, you just kind of have to look at it and guess. Glad I'm not the only one who's thinking that. It may be a trap, it might be a visual trap to get you to do it. Like um, the holes they introduced for the Hollywood tournament, there's that par 3 that it looks like you should go to the left like you do in Tour 5, but really you just want to play the island hop. It's just a trap meant to trick you. I wonder if they just decided to just, when you play Tour 4 and 9 right now, you will only get tournament holes, because that's all I've gotten today. That's it. I haven't gotten any other holes, which is awesome. I really hope they stick with that. That makes me feel like, our opinions are heard. This is a good song. I don't want to listen. All right, can we get there? And just gotta use a little trigger. So to look at our distance, so we just want a touch of topspin. We want a little right spin. We're gonna curl it, and the wind's gonna help us curl it. We're going about there's 6. There's about 10. Too much with the overpower and the topspin. Better there though in the rough. That's a much safer way to play it than chancing clipping that rough and ending short. I could have gone without the topspin, knowing I was going to overpower a little bit, but I wanted to make sure it had a chance to get there. I'd rather miss long than short. For some reason, ending just short of the cup always makes me mad. Ryan, that you played with me? All right, I was gonna say I didn't know if you were in the stream or not, so I was trying to coach you a little bit. Like if I thought you needed to aim a little more right, I was saying so. Fortunate for him, he brought the Bandera ball. Cut down that wind. Like, I won't dare shoot for that island if the wind is over 8 miles an hour. I won't. Especially from at least from the second tee, which you don't see it that way in the first tee, so it wouldn't matter. But if I was at the first tee, I might still go for it. The reason is because you're at an odd club distance. You're not at max. He might have been because he was using a power one ball, or close enough that he got his measurement pretty easily. Never really played this hole that way, but wanted to try it with the Guardian. Wrong ball. If I would have had a side spin two ball, I would have been in a much better situation to play that like that, I think. Tour 9, I try to avoid the Navigator as much as possible. I usually go Quasar if I'm doing a 60 gem ball. Yeah, we'll go Titan. It's worth it. Not that much. I got the right spin to pull it back to the right. I wanted the left, I wanted the curl to bring me left so that the jump went the direction I wanted, but then the ball traveled in the direction of the fairway. If that makes sense. Because if I would have curled right with the right spin, there's a high chance I'd end up in the rough to the right. If I would have curled left with left spin, I might end up towards the bunker over there. It probably would be safe, but to ensure being safe, left curl, right spin to get it to go where I want. Got to learn to manipulate the system a little bit. I like that this is a play, though. I really do. This is where I wish I had my sniper, because this doesn't have the top spin to do what I need it to do. Especially with that wind. I mean, I like it, though. Look at this shot to the pin. In comparison to being, right, kind of right where his 5 mile an hour, not now, but that left fairway. Usually you'd be, I don't know if it'll show my cursor. Usually you'd be up in here. Now I'm here. My shot at the pin is so much cleaner from here. I like that. I like that they made that change. And if you bring a Cataclysm or a big dog here, you could get up here for sure. This might be a bring a power 4 or power 5 ball and really increase your chances of hitting the eagle. I like to, play it with a Cataclysm once with like a Titan or a Kingsmaker and see where that puts me. Also really depends on the wind. If we have tailwind here, it'll be not a problem. So we got backbone at max. 11.3 is 9. Still too much. Ooh, well, that sucks. Definitely don't want to do that, guys. I didn't realize how badly that sloped back there. I went about a ring short. I did bad math in my head. Should have been 10 rings. Part of the issue with, you know, this ring system here that or this ring guide here, is I only have the first column. I don't have the full 10 ring measurement. So I have to do math. I'm okay with that because I'm just trying to teach how to use it. And I generally, I don't use it that much. I probably actually use that measurement on that chart 1 out of every 10 shots or something like that. All right, so we're going uphill. So we're going to come up a little extra. The wind's blowing left a little bit, or left to right a little bit. Close. Luckily, his shot's no easier. So I feel like this is one of those times the ball guy's lying to you. I might be wrong, but that's uphill, first of all. That's pretty lucky in my book. All right, we got another chance at this. Same wind, pretty much. Going to go back to the katana. I will probably be using Kingsmaker here, but so we're going to line it up for there. So we want to be about there. I went great again because I lined it up more right, so I'm trying this out first. That's unfortunate. This is going to be a tough hole. The left route seems to be the easier drive. But I really think the second play is going to be a lot easier from the right. Only do it if you got the bankroll for it. Because it's going to be really hard right now. You got a bunch of new holes. You got the best players out there practicing it right now because they've got new holes to learn. People that don't normally play Tour 9 are going to be down here. So I don't suggest it if your bankroll is sensitive to a few losses. If not, no big deal. Go ahead. Practice it up. I encourage it. All right, so we're going to come over here, I think. Try it out, see what our line looks like from over here. This is a no stress shot. You know, nice slow needle. That's the reason we went this way. Easy to get there. You know, anytime you can be going long iron or shorter from the fairway, it's respectable. You have a good chance to make it. So I'm going to set up for my backbone here. Hey. Ooh, man, that's quite interesting. We're going to have to do one of these. So, Guardian, 1.2 a ring, I believe, right? Yes. So, 10 is about just under 9 rings. 5, 9. We'd rather play a little long. Just get it up there. This is going to be a tricky hole to get an eagle on. You have to whale your drive. You're going to have a very nice setup shot. It really seems like they're only giving us tournament holes. I might practice as physically much as possible. If you have to play Tour 4 to do it, do it. But I would practice these tours as much as possible right now because they may change this. It may be temporary. It may be a glitch. We don't know. But I am very much liking it. Only getting tournament holes for practice. I couldn't be happier. Hey, Tia. Good to see you. How about you, ATM? Have you done any practicing in Tour 4 today yet? Or Tour 9, for that matter? Well, I was just curious because I was just saying I feel like they are only giving us tournament holes right now. They're not giving us any other holes. Nice. Nice, Clown. Did you go right or left on the drive? If there's a demand for it, I could, yeah. I know Tommy and Jesse do it, so I didn't think there'd be too much demand for it. But if people are interested to know how I would like to, how I play it and my suggestions, then absolutely, I don't have a problem doing stuff like that. That was a crappy pin chest. It's gonna take him a minute to piece this one together because he's never played any of the holes just like the rest of us. So he's got to practice, 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 make his notes, figure out which way he suggests and do it. So you went left. Okay. I really want to nail that right shot and get the placement down just in case the wind absolutely calls for it. And then get the placement down to the left as well. And then I also want to see what it takes to go to the center. Or if it's even possible. Maybe, straight tailwind berserker ball, if it's possible. Like I'll pull it out and line it up, and I won't take the shot, but just see if it reaches. This hole I like a lot. Good little add-on. Oh, I haven't played it from the Pro Tee yet. Played it earlier today on Rookie. We're going to play it safe with the headwind. I want to come pretty much right at the edge of that fairway. Ah, gotcha. Hope she's all right. Hope everything's cool. So this hole, as long as we have some form of tailwind, I suggest going the way he went. It's a very nice layup. Clown, are you referring to the last hole, that par 5? Second shot, rough bump? I saw someone try it against me once so far, and he just whiffed it. Didn't come out of the rough. I figured that was going to be a pretty standard play there. Definitely going to be a harder eagle from the second tee here on this hole, but like I said, it does depend on the win they give us for the tournament. Nice. Yeah, Albatross. Awesome. It'll be doable. I just also brought the Guardian for this practice session for a couple of the shootout holes to practice. And I will probably be using the sniper there, which I'd feel much more comfortable rough bumping with the sniper with the topspin. I don't know if I could say they made it easier. They made it easier to get the eagle, but it's still really easy to mess up. Aha, too much there. It is possible. Um, Typically, it's going to require some crazy tailwind, so only an expert or masters, and then a power five ball, and probably a lot of hook or slice or curl. I mean, getting skunked in these shootouts here. I think we're going to go in, switch to my old trusty. Yeah, it's all Milano. I am stoked. I mean, after like 12 in a row. Later, Brian. After like 12 in a row, I have to assume it's not going to change. At least not today. Hmm. I'd love to be able to do that. Not quite there without using a probably at least a earth ball. But the shot from this side should be decent as long as we can get there. As long as we can get where we want. Yeah, after this hole, I'll play you one ATM. Oh, too much. Oh, man. That's crazy. You put 3 bars topspin on there. All right, so we know if you're playing this hole from the pro, 6 mile an hour plus, do not put 3 bars topspin, 2 or less. What I need to do is I need to get my my pen, my stylus pen for my drawing tablet, so I can draw on the holes properly. That would be great because doing it with a mouse is not easy. How much backspin do we got? Not enough to do what I want. So we're gonna come right in here, kind of right in the center of that safe spot. Good strength on there. Might have had a shot with the perfect shot. Never easy from the rough though. Close. Man, I hate it. Does that? Like, you recognized I tapped the screen. Why didn't you press the button? All right. Hopefully it's not the terrace one. If it is, I may go for the crazy play. Skip if you're still in here. The one we were talking about. Or at least I think we were talking about. I was talking about it. Just want to see what happens. No, it doesn't go enough anywhere. Maybe with some crazy crap like that, but we're going to go for this. Try it out. I'm going to play 3 rings back, lined up with the edge of the bunker. We want to get the same measurement every time. So that's going to be my spot to start from. Little back. I'm going to pull it back a little more. Go 4 rings. Just in case I underestimate the downhill a bit. I like giving myself a cushion. That ball guide looked great, though. I must have been closer to max than I was thinking. Which means I should have overplayed the win for the downhill factor. I was thinking I was going to be mid or min and not really have to overplay it because the min club makes up for that win factor. Oh, I shouldn't have accepted right away just because I wanted to put in the rocket since it's first tee. Hey, Mike. Good to see you in here. I'll go back to Tour 9 after a match or two with ATM here. He won't be able to stay long, so. This was a very change. If only I could just play this from the first tee with my clubs and still get the higher prize levels. I will be doing pro, expert this tournament. I get out of rookie as soon as I can. I probably could have gotten away with it last time, but I wanted to increase my ball packs so when I moved up to pro, I'd have a good ball selection. Only reason. Because when I moved up to pro last time, I did 1 rookie tournament and then I moved up to pro. And I did okay, you know, I think I placed 5th or 6th place. But it was just those couple holes where I was lacking a Kingsmaker or something to play with that ended up really doing me in. So I think having a nice ball stash is the way to go. See, now with the sniper, I can make this. I think we'll be okay there. I don't think it's going to roll too far. Very nice. See, this is a much nicer eagle attempt than you would previously have. Like, it would take some crazy tailwind to be where I'm at right now. Or max clubs in pro or something like that. Excuse me. See, that shows you guys how much I use my charts. I don't change them because I'm not looking at them. I'm guessing we'll be using a thorn here. Especially my driver, my wood. I know those numbers pretty well. Sniper's super easy. All right, so we really want this to bounce off of that fairway. That's how we're going to have our best chance at keeping this ball short and on target. Close. That's the way you want to hit it. You want a no spin, or at least no top or back spin, really. Maybe a touch, depending on the wind, but just left or right spin to get the direction you need. You want to hit that first bounce on the fairway, not the fringe. It'll cause the slope of the fairway is what's going to slow your ball down. That slope is like this. So when the ball hits, it kind of has to do one of these. If you hit too far forward, you're going to get a normal bounce, and you're going to go way too far, even with a ton of backspin. So max that. Not where we want it. So we're going to take a backbone mid measurement. Should be about 2 a ring. So we're going to go just past a ring. Just past it. Gave him a chance with a great. Not enough backspin either. A little more would have been good. Just a touch. Half a bar maybe. Are you going to be doing pro or rookie for this one, Mike? I'm interested in what everyone's doing, honestly. Everyone that's here in the chat, I am interested to know what level you're going to be playing at, because if there really is enough demand for it, I might do rookie one more run. People need the help. I can sacrifice a smaller prize chest for the greater good. Hey, I'm surprised you guys haven't said anything about my audio being quiet. My mic has been on the desk the whole time. Like, I'm sure that's so much better for you guys. Oh, you already left. Good game, ATM. All right, back to tour 9. Actually, give me 1 minute, guys. I'm going to make another drink. I'll be right back. An oldie. No problem, ATM. Well played. Good game. I almost snuck out of there with the easy win. Hope I could at least hit one of those per 9 when it comes to the 18-hole rounds. You know, I feel like that's where you'll want to be. At least one time eagle that hole, at least. 2 would be great, but it's going to be hard. We'll just go ahead and use a quasar. I'm okay with it. Just going to do a pretty standard play here. I thought this is. I could pull it up real quick and look. But I thought this was. I hope it's on the Golf Clash notebook already. Facebook tends to be really slow at this time of day. Yeah, I think it's 5 new holes, 1 revamped hole, and then 3 holes we've seen before. That one shootout we did with ATM is one of them. It seems they may have fixed this fairway over here to make it a little more normal, which would be great. That is definitely something that would help. You know, make the eagle drop from over here more doable. Overdoing it a little bit. I'm going to curl just a little bit. Ooh, close. Let's see here. See, I just clicked the search box for Facebook. Let's see how long it takes. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, I think they're giving us all turning holes right now. So if you're seeing it, it's a turning hole. I'm pretty sure. I'm almost to the point where I want to start using some good balls, get a few wins under my belt. Man, why does Facebook suck so bad? It's great on the mobile, but on the computer, it just always sucks for me. That's a good adjustment for that shot. So we're about sniper mid. So sniper mid is 1.2-ish a ring. So for 5, we just want a touch, about 4.5 really is where we want to be. Man, this is just unreal. They just don't want to give it to me. We're gone down 8 million. Lately on stream, I've been doing awful. I don't know what it is. Guys, I think I went something like 0-10 last night on stream. And then as soon as I got off stream, I went 9-2. And this morning I was 5-1. And now I get back on stream and I can't win a game. That should be about the distance we want. Want to be a clear line from these trees. Yeah, so that hole that you asked about is the first hole in the tournament again, just like in the Cinco tournament, was it? And then hole 4 is the par 3 we had before. And hole 3 is the par 5 we've had before. And then hole 9 is the remade par 5, and all the other holes are the new holes. See, this is what we wanted. We wanted to avoid the tree, but have a straight line where we don't have to worry about this undulation so much. Close. That one we can dial in, though. If we can get that same similar spot, if the wind is similar to this in the tournament, you know, we can definitely dial that shot in and have a real chance at making it every time. It would also be good to note where his ball is coming. You know, this is where you can learn from other people. If you look where his ball guide is coming in here. So you can see this is generally the line. That if you are coming at more straight of a line or you want to play a roll off the green, that's where you want to go. That's unlucky. I can't believe that didn't roll down. I'm glad to know I can pull that up and it shows my cursor. That's good. I don't have to try and explain spots I'm talking about anymore. I can just show you. For that last hole that Mike had asked if it's a turning hole, it'll be the opening hole. Try the big topper there. If the wind is not headwind, and you want to go for the bounce over the islands, try the big topper if you don't have a high level apocalypse. That top spin should really make it easy for you. Or if you don't have, if you have a Berserker, go with your go-to club probably. But if you don't want to play a Berserker ball or an Earth ball or something like that, a Royal ball, then try doing it with a big topper. Oh, never mind. Yeah, don't do it then. That's usually a club people get and get leveled up pretty quickly because it's a crappy club for the most part. I'd say like level 3, and it's worth a shot. I don't recall if I even have a big topper on my third account, but that might have to be the play I go because I only have an extra mile 5, and I'm going to try pro most likely. See, like, it can't make this reach with a Quasar here. If you bounce that way, you're in trouble. I can get this to come around here. You need a high level Apocalypse or Extra Mile to make that hop. Because as you saw, I barely cleared it. Or I shouldn't say high level Apocalypse, but at least like a level 3. I don't think you can do it with a 2. And I think it has to be a Extra Mile 7 or better. But it is a very good line if you can get it down. Power 4 ball was definitely overplay here. At least for that shot. Alright, so let's see if we can get, here's our max. We want to be in right around here. I usually play a little extra when I'm doing full backspin. Beautiful. Reason being, when that ball bounces straight up with the high arc from the backspin, the wind's going to stop it more. It's going to push it. So it's going to affect your bounce more than it normally does. So you got to do your regular measurement and then either add a little more or do a little overpower on your ball. That is how you get, if you notice, just taking the wind measurement when you're doing full backspin with headwind, you will almost always bounce short. You'll never even make it to the flag stick. For Golf Clash. They're never good, but they're good for Golf Clash. I'm excited about this tournament because it's new holes, but I don't, at least in the expert one, I'm not expecting a great run again. I really want to get a badge, but I feel like this isn't the tournament for it. Not for me. This has not been my best tour. A lot of the holes I've gotten really good at on here, none of the holes we'll be seeing. Okay, so I've got a sniper this time, so I'm going left. I didn't feel comfortable going left with Guardian, but we'll definitely try it with the sniper. And I will most certainly keep playing. I'm going to be practicing a lot this week with the new holes, especially with this format we've got going where we fortunately get to keep practicing the tournament holes. So I will be taking great advantage of that. And if I definitely might. Yeah, it's my Friday night. I'm about to, oh, too much curl. Get on that fairway. Darn it. I'm about to have my weekend here, so staying up and having a good time is part of the plan. In general, yes, I will definitely do some rookie practice. But um, as far as tonight, I'm still considering it. I might take a short break here, 5 minutes or so, just to get my eyes off of the needle for a second. People are willing to hang out and watch. I am absolutely willing to do some streaming. Any level, it doesn't bother me to play rookie. I can't really play Tour 9 with my third account. So if I want to do any practice with those clubs on these holes, it unfortunately has to be front tee anyways. Let's see if we can get over here. So I'm going to put topspin on all the way because I just want to overpower enough to make sure we get there. That's all we want to do. Actually, I'm going to have to take my pup for a walk, so that'll probably be my break. I'll actually have to close down the stream for that because it'll probably be about 10 minutes. So I'll do one more hole here after this one, and then take my dog for a walk, and I'll be back 10 minutes or so. Do some rookie for a while. That was unlucky. I'll take it though. All right, so off of the fairway.
No. Said no. Yes.
Fortunately, at least with this situation, I kind of feel like they're actually giving us tournament wins too, because they've been generally the same for each hole. I am from, I'm in Denver, Colorado now. I grew up in suburbs of Chicago, Illinois. Oh, that was unfortunate.
I have never been to Cali, but I have been to Arkansas. Went camping down there. I did like it. Cops were a little crazy down there. Sheriffs. I didn't see any village police. Sheriffs and forest rangers is what I saw. But I remember the guy was talking about he busted some kids with pot like the day before. And if I remember correctly, they had like an eighth on them, and he was like, "You wouldn't believe the amount of weeds they had." And I was like, "Holy shit, an eighth is a lot." We're all, me and all of my buddies there had at least an eighth on us each. So we had a lot more then. That's a small town, all right.
No.
All right, guys, I'm gonna cut it here. Go take my dog for his evening walk. I'll be back in about 10 minutes on a new stream for Rookie. See you guys soon.